Hey guys, Chii here. I guess this is the first official video where you guys can hear me speak, quote unquote. So pretty much I don't expect anybody to know anything about who I am or exactly like what my channel is about because I don't even know. I occasionally post edits. I occasionally maybe post speed paints on here. I don't know if I do. I can't remember. And now I guess I will be showing you like some Spore videos. Pretty much in this video I'm building a house for these two Sims that I'm currently playing with. Or more like, I played with original Sims with my original Sim. Her name is Ash and her family. And Ash is one of the middle children of Laura and Dawn. And so she is just out of high school, I think, and she's getting married. And so she's marrying a townie. And so, I built them a house specifically for them because I didn't want them to live with her parents and I didn't want them to live with his family and stuff like that. So I struggled a lot with this build because it's just kind of all over the place, kind of like me. And I remember whenever I would get frustrated with one room, I'd just go ahead and go to a different one. And I kind of struggled with the layout of the house. If you can't tell, it's kind of just everywhere. And to put it fairly, I have no idea, or I had no idea, well, I still have no idea what I'm doing when I'm building a house, especially when I'm showing it off to people, because I can't build that well, as you'll see throughout this video. This is the first house that I've shown anybody other than like my friends when I wasn't building for like making fun of something or whatever. So this is like the first house that I've shown to other people, I guess. I don't know. Throughout the whole video I did have like move objects on or whatever, and that messed with me so much because I had to go back and move stuff that were intersecting with other objects and wouldn't allow like a sim to move through or whatever. So I had to go back and do that a lot. You'll see that later on in the video. And I also had trouble with putting something down, liking it, and making sure that it was something that I wanted, especially when I was like putting up the walls and sometimes the windows, because I know I struggled with the master bedroom because I'd get mad and then I'd like run away to somewhere else and like do something else like I just did now. I think I put in 2 windows from Parenthood up there. I can't remember. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. And yeah, I had them spaced out like that, and then I had those windows for the bathroom in that little area right there. And then another thing is I tried my hand at landscaping and it wasn't a lot. Like I messed with the terrain paint, and then I did some small like terrain stuff right here. Nothing too fancy. Just I remember I was thinking like, well, I don't want to just put a trash can there because that's where I wanted the trash can to go. So I was just like, well, why don't I put down some flowers and some rocks and try to make it look pretty. And I think I put a cactus down too. Yeah, there's a cactus, even though they're not anywhere near a desert. And then I put the trash can, and then I put the mailbox, and then I remember I couldn't decide what flooring I wanted for the porches because it was just kind of like I wanted like dark wood, but I also wanted light wood, and then I wanted the wood to like look weathered from the seasons. And then the interior I kind of had the same problem because here I have like dark flooring down, and then I put it with a lighter color, like a lighter paint, and it didn't look good to me, so I just went back and gave it a lighter floor. And then the master bedroom or the master bathroom, I was like, hey, why don't I put down brick and then I'll just do like a feature wall or something, and it looked terrible, so I just did the whole thing in tile. The kids' room, I did it in yellow because she's not pregnant and I don't know what they're having or what they're gonna have. So I just did the whole thing in yellow. So if I ever put this on the gallery and you hate yellow, I'm sorry. You'll also hate the laundry room. But for the living area, I was kind of SOL because I was like, hey, I don't have a lot of room to work with to put a TV in here. And I need to give my Sims a TV because, depending on their work, they require to, like, get inspired, like, watch culinary videos, like, help further their career or something like that. And then I was going to put the Christmas tree over here, and then I was like, well, you know what? They're not going to have a Christmas tree all year round like my family does. So I just decided to put a little coffee table with some plants. And I think I put a snow globe on it. I can't remember. And I also put like a little basket from Seasons, I believe. I think. And it has like sunscreen and a towel and yeah. Or it's just towels, my bad, and it's like a wicker basket and it's beautiful. I want that basket in real life. And then the laundry room is behind the stairs, hidden, because in Ash's original house they have the laundry room in with the kitchen, which I have seen some people have before. But I was like, hey, why don't I actually give them a real laundry room and try to, like, make it seem like they're normal Sims. The dining room was another place that I had problems with space because, again, I had, like, move objects on. And it was like, yeah, no, this is totally fine. It's perfect. And then, like, I turned it off and it was like, LOL, no. And I had to, like, move it and rearrange it completely. And then the kitchen, I kind of wanted it to be, like, lighter colors. So I did, like, white and brown. And then the cabinets I originally did in brown, but then I changed them to white later because I hated I'm okay with brown, but, like, when you have too much of one color, like, if we had too much pink or too much blue, I would have had to change it. Because I can't deal with a lot of the same color because it just makes me feel like there wasn't a real, like, originality or whatever. And then I tried to put in a high chair and it didn't work. So I moved a chair from the dining table into the corner, like, some people do. And, like, whenever they have a guest over that's more than, 5, they'll move the chair back over there. And I guess they'll just put baby in a corner. I don't know. My favorite thing to do, I've realized, whenever I build houses is to give clutter objects. So I guess I need to go to, look for custom content with more clutter objects because I just love clutter objects. And then when I was putting in plants, I just kind of, like, went on a whole spree of plants. And the whole story behind this house is that, like, Ash, only one of her parents, like, really was a part of her and her siblings' lives. And it's because, her parents had their children when they were really young. And so, it caused one of their parents to start working at a young age because they wanted the other parent to be able to finish school and, like, not have to worry about, like, food or money or whatever. And so that's pretty much the whole story of that. And then, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember all their names. Avery was the first one, and then it was Ash. And then it was Elliot, and then it was Ronan, I think. So they had 4 kids together. And then, I think they finally got married after Ronan was a toddler. Like, after he aged up into a child. I can't remember. So Avery, he lives out in the city, and he just recently got a girlfriend. And, Ash was actually engaged during high school. And so she's kind of, the best way I can describe Ash, if she was a real person, is that she's kind of a hopeless romantic and that she wants to have a better life than she did when she was little. Because she thinks that she did have a pretty good childhood because, she did have a lot of siblings. And she's pretty close with Avery and Elliot. And, Ronan is so far away in age group that she doesn't really have anything to relate with him. And so she doesn't really talk to him that much, but Elliot and Ronan get along pretty well. And then Avery gets along with Ash and Ronan, and he doesn't really get along with Elliot. But, anyways, sim character lore aside, Ash ended up falling in love with someone that her mother knew from the time her mother was a teenager, because this sim is a vampire. And so, Ash, is in love with him and is planning on marrying him, because I built a whole wedding venue for them too, which I did not record because it's terrible. And so they're getting married soon because she just aged up into a young adult. And I don't think I want to have her be, part of me wants her to be a vampire, part of me doesn't, because it's just kind of like she doesn't want to outlive her parents. But even she's not sure what she wants to do. So I don't know how far I want that story to progress. But, I think this is just me putting on, the finishing touches and, finishing up the master bedroom and the master bath. And, I will have all the packs that I used in the description, because I did use, some custom content as well. And, I can't remember. I know I got some of the custom content off of the PlumBobTeaSociety, which is an amazing account on Tumblr. They have a lot of collaborative artists on there, and I'll try to find which ones I used, because I know I used one of their birthday packs for one of the other creators that they used. Sadly, however, they are on a hiatus, so if you are hoping for any more content from them, it won't be coming out for a while. I don't know how long. But I love to use their rustic wedding stuff. It is the best thing ever, in my opinion. And then, I used some plants from the birthday pack in this too. Because there's one by the couch, and then there's one in the master bedroom on one of the end tables. But, and then I didn't really put anything in the backyard because I didn't know what to do. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you want anything like this, or if you want an update on Ash and her soon-to-be husband. Bye!